All right. I've gone through your computer's browser history, and you seem to have a type.
Into Dark Souls, bitch! Wait.
Oh, and this is my American Champs 2023 Loop Station Wildcard. I hope you enjoy.
Man, the texture of his bases are unreal.
I'm running out of time. There's nothing for me to do. I'm here to take what's mine, to rise above the blue. Maybe I've fallen down. Maybe I've fallen down. But what does it matter now? This time I'll make a breakthrough. It's time for me to show you that I will rise again.
Wow. Man, did not expect that drop there. You know, like the tone of the track altogether did not lead me to the conclusion that would get a drop like that heavy at the end. But anyway, Mr. Esuoh, very underrated. I think, like, you know, a lot of people know about him now, especially from his most recent wildcards, you know, from the Grand Beatbox Battle. At least I'd hope so. I think this is going to be his second time competing at the American Champs, if I remember correctly. Could be wrong. Correct me in the comments. I think he was in last year's too. But yeah, this track was absolutely amazing. You know, Mr. Esuoh, I think personally, is underrated. Very good at creating music for sure. He has some of the best basses in the loop station scene, in my opinion. Like the texture of the bass that he can get on the loop station. You know, not very many people can kind of get that kind of texture of bass, which I'm a bass kind of guy, even in like outside of loop station and just regular beatboxing in general. So his kind of style in the loop, love it for sure. man, the sound design too, like absolutely next level. This is a really good track. Very, very good. Again, he had that element of surprise at the end, which is something I really value a lot when it comes to Loop Station. You know, sometimes you can kind of do that and it doesn't really fit in the track altogether, but I think he did this very well. Kind of like Rusi-esque, if that makes sense. Not saying his style is like Rusi at all, but the ability to kind of have a track and a tone, an atmosphere, then kind of flip it on a dime and make it work out in like the next second. So yeah, very solid wildcard from Mr. Esuoh. Would not be surprised if this is the number 1, but I haven't seen any other wildcards. But you know, sometimes you see these and you just kind of have like a feeling. So yeah, big shout out to 808 Manon for requesting me to watch this. Maybe would have got around to it otherwise, but maybe not. There's a lot of videos out there. So anyway, crazy one. Let's move on to the next video.
Yo, this is MISTIX, and this is my wildcard for the GBC 2023 Loop Station Edition.
Okay. Right now, I'm gonna take control. My bass house vibes crushing your soul. Get the rhythm, cause I need to move. Now what you gonna do when I come for you? GBC, here I come for you. GBC, get ready for me.
Das war auch, glaube ich, wo wir am schlimmsten waren.
Das war sehr schlimm.
Ja.
War es ein guter Try wenigstens?
Ja, der Try war sehr gut.
All right, so that was MISTIX. Is that an actual wildcard for the competition? Because, you know, the title says gone wrong or something, so I don't know if it's just like a joke, but you know, the track played it like it was, so I'll just give it the benefit of the doubt and say it is. So a very solid wildcard, assuming it is. I like MISTIX style a lot, you know, especially after seeing him going from the German champs last year into the, I think it was it the East German champs this year with also Freedon and Saijo, where Freedon ended up winning the entire thing. But anyway, the rounds that MISTIX used in that one, next level, I think he went from the MK1 to the MK2. He used the MK1 at the German champs last year, and I believe he used the MK2 at the East German champs this year. So he's using the MK2 here again, I assume, and kind of carrying over that crazy kind of style that we've been seeing from him traditionally from both those competitions previously. But he just leveled up significantly, moving from the MK1 to the MK2, obviously because the more capabilities you have with the second device, or not the second device, the upgraded Mark II device. So yeah, he has a really cool style. Definitely caters to what I love to listen to. Yeah, and I can't imagine him not getting in, obviously. It was pretty spot on. I think I couldn't really pick up any mistakes, although I'm not like very fluent in using a loop station because I never use one, obviously. But when it comes to the music, listening as a viewer, yeah, it hit hard, and couldn't really pick out any mistakes in that regard. So very solid job from MISTIX. Really enjoyed this one, and also liked seeing Slither and Saijo in the back, just, you know, being bros. So yeah, excited to see more from MISTIX. He's been really impressing me as of lately, so, and his style is just killer. Very well suited for battles. So let's move on to the next video here.
ループステーション部門エントリーします。山荘です。
Bass.
Comprehend who lost right there. I can't see anything. There is me who want to sing. There is also me to turn to wake up. Today I awake. Might I who begin wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Oh, wake up, wake up, wake up. Oh, wake up, wake up, wake up. Oh, wake up, wake up, wake up. wake up, wake up, wake up.
Wow. All right, Yamasao. Very good wildcard for him as well. You know, I've seen him a few times now, a handful of times. First time I saw him was in a Circle Jam video on the Japanese Loop Station community channel. And that was the first time I seen him. He came in with a really hard, heavy kind of style. So, seeing everything from him afterwards was completely opposite. So I was kind of unsure if he kind of had this concrete kind of style. But now after seeing this, I think that he just delves into pretty much like every genre of music, which is, you know, obviously a very nice thing to have if you're a loop station artist who dwells into the battling scene. You know, sometimes having the heavier kind of style can benefit you for sure, depending on the environment and the kind of venue and, you know, pretty much the vibe that the audience has. But, you know, it's also very nice to have this diversity in the kind of loop station. So this is the first kind of drum and bass track I've ever heard from him. Did a very, very good job. Yeah, I have to go back and listen to it. You know, whenever you have lyrics in a track, especially if it's original, I don't know if this is original, but I kind of like, for me, I get caught up too much in the like the music, and I don't really pay attention to what they're saying half the time. That's just like a me thing. I don't know how you guys feel. I think sometimes people will prioritize lyrics over like the background music, but I'm the opposite. So I had to go back and listen to exactly what I was saying, but yeah, it sounded like a very nice track overall, especially if it was original. And yeah, that second drop, again, you know, I said this about Mr. Esco. It's hard to kind of have this kind of vibe and structure of a routine, then lead it to something that it doesn't necessarily feel like is going to lead to, but actually make it work out. So if that makes sense. So if you have like, for example, like a lighthearted kind of track, then you end up having an eventual really hard-hitting drop. Sometimes that wouldn't always work out, you know, but, you know, I think he did a fairly good job to kind of mesh those styles together. Drum and bass, though, I think is a little bit more leeway, honestly, with me saying that, because it's not traditionally associated with like lighthearted, more musicality-oriented routines, but you can definitely, it's definitely a versatile kind of genre, I think, so helps him out that way a little bit. So anyway, very solid wildcard from Yamasao. I've seen a lot of these wildcards, actually, well, not a lot, a handful of these wildcards off camera. And yeah, he has a lot of competition for that. I think Rusi, actually, yeah, right here. That's the only one I reacted to outside of this one. So this competition is shaping up to be very good. And, you know, I always say that along with Germany, Japan has a very good loop station scene. Probably top 3 in the world, I think. Possibly. So this competition here might shine some light on potentially some people who are not very familiar with Yamisao or every other looper who put their name out there. You know, Masashi as well. Actually, I reacted to Masashi's as well, so maybe I reacted to a little bit more than I thought. But anyway, kind of rambling now, but I really enjoyed this wildcard. So anyway, that's the last video for this one. If you want to watch the original videos, links in the description like always. Go check out their channels as well. Links to their channels. If you want to support me, leave a like on this video. You can sub to my channel. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next beatbox reaction video.